Alright, so here we are. It's first video of 2020. I'm going to go ahead and let some folks get on here, and then we will go ahead and start. I just wanted to post something on my Facebook page so that way the folks on Facebook can see the live episode here. So, welcome to 2020, everyone. I hope everybody's going to get some cool trains this year and see what's going on with everything railroading. So, the new Lionel catalog that'll be coming out about 2 weeks here, so that'd be pretty cool. I'm hoping to see some Vision Line rolling stock. I have the Vision Line reefers, which I can pull those down later on maybe and run those. With fantastic cars, I'm really hoping we see more of those. I really want to see a rerun of the ethanol tank cars. If they would get those done, I would be super happy. Those are fantastic cars, but the reefers are awesome. I just want something more modern because I have a lot of modern stuff that doesn't really work with the reefers. So I'm hoping that we see that, but that's that. So right now on the track, I have this MTH Burlington ST24, and then on the other loop, don't really have anything on there right now. I'll probably run my subway set for a while and let that run for a little bit. So I'm going to turn on some power here. MTH remote. We'll go ahead and run some trains here. And as people get on, I'll go ahead and if you guys have any questions or anything like that, you can ask them, and then when we get a whole bunch, I'll go ahead and stop running trains and answer those. So here we go. Move this camera a little bit. So you get a little different angle going on. Oh, there you go. Alright, we had some connection issues going on there. Not quite sure what it was all about. case you guys didn't watch the beginning, if you have any questions or anything, let me know, and I'll answer them. But for now, let's run some trains. There's something you never see in real life. It'd be nice once I get my locomotive yard all wrapped up, so that way I can actually move the engine out, not by hand, because I'm not to do it by hand. I'll go take that, that's the 24 out. Alright, I got a 825 feet on here now, so we're going to come up Parkside Avenue. want to get a nicer camera. I'm using my phone, which there's nothing wrong with that, especially with these lives. But like for my videos and stuff, I want to get a nicer camera. Maybe one day. Let's turn this down a little bit here. So. Let's see, do I use the line of Wi-Fi? Yes, I do. And the sensor track, I do have it hooked up. I have it in the lab. I'm not using it right now. I have used it in the past, and I like it. Yeah, the Wi-Fi, I have that on this. Yeah, the Wi-Fi, I have it on this iPad, so I can actually run the train off the iPad, which is pretty cool. But like for this the subway set that I'm running now, I usually run that on the just with the remote, because I have a recording set up that I can actually let the train go through all the stops on the QT line here. So that's pretty cool. But I do use it every now and then. Well, what's the size of my lab? The size of my lab is 16 feet long by 4 feet wide. It's two 4x8 tables put together. For what it is, it's nice. I've had this lab now for about 10 years or so. I had this since I was little. And it started off with just a 4x8 table, and then I had another one out of it. So it's pretty cool. For what it is, I like it. I wish I had more room so I can actually do like wider curves and stuff, but for what it is, it works just fine. Oh, that's that. And then for command, I'm running DCS as well, so I got an MCH engine on right now. That's U-boat. I'll play the announcements again.
Just stand by there for a minute or two. We'll put it on the southern lead. I think there's one car down there on the southern lead. Just tie into that and jump in the clear. Okay.
Yeah, I hope that answers your guys' questions. If you have any more, let me know.
Okay, great, thanks.
Try running that set backwards here. I'll give that a try. Sometimes it doesn't work right. Give it a try here. Oh, backwards, like going out. So you can see where the set was and where it is now. I don't know why when you go backwards it doesn't. Backwards it puts us southbound. Sometimes it doesn't do the way you want it. I don't know what's going on with it. But nevertheless, that's just how we do it. Go ahead and change our angle a little bit. Forgive the shaky camera here. Right now I'm running a R27 subway set from Lionel, and I'm running a MTH U25B New Haven. I was just running a SD24 a couple minutes ago. I changed that for the U-boat. I'm going to take the subway off for a little while. Run something different on the other line. I don't know what yet. I'll probably grab my research or something. Do I have any steam wheel runs? Yes, I do. Actually, I'll run one. I got a Legacy H10, which is fantastic. That thing is probably one of the best engines I've ever owned. That thing is fantastic. I'll run that. Let me put that on here. Let's see, poster Orlando box. That's pretty cool. Those box spurs are pretty neat. Let's see. Just purchased Lionel CLS and Consider. That's good. Yeah, they have the serial module. That's basically what it's for. It's to run the older stuff with the newer stuff, which is pretty cool. The one thing I wish you could do, and you can't, is run the Lionel TMCC system with the LCS stuff, which you can't. Let's see. Have you seen the Vision Line Challenge on 49er? Yes, I have. My grandfather has that one. I actually did a video of it on my channel if you want to check that out. Actually, I'll go ahead and throw that in the description here. Hold on a minute. I posted that up there in the description, so you guys can check that out. Let's see. Let me shut the stuff down. I got some comments going on here. I got some folks watching. Let me go ahead and answer some questions. Let's see. Have I played Train Sim World? No, I have played the Train Sim. I have 16 and 17, I think I have. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Sorry about my sound, guys. I was figuring I'd run some trains before people started coming on here with questions. So let's see. Size of my layout is 4 by 16. It's 16 feet long by 4 feet wide. It's 2 4x8 tables put together, which is, for me, it's fine. I mean, I wish I had wider width so I could do bigger curves and stuff of that nature, but for what it is, it's fine. It gets the job done. That's pretty cool, and in case you're curious about other things, I'll show you my control panel since it's right here. So for power, I'm using this MRC Pure Power dual transformer, trying to get it kind of straight here. I'm using that. This side here does the inner loop, and then the right side there does the outer loop. I have DCS and then I have them both through the variable ports, so I can actually turn the power on and off to the tracks. I have them set up through the fixed mode, so that way if I want to run conventional engines, I can do that, and that really wouldn't be too big of an issue. And then what I do is when I want to run conventional, what I usually do is before I even start anything, I just turn the power right off to the transformer, throw my conventional engine on, and 9 times out of 10, I use the transformer handles, because when you're running the variable with a variable handle transformer, the signals will make the engine go stupid. So I usually just use the transformer, but I have the variable. When it works, it works good, but 9 times out of 10 it really doesn't. So that's that. Let's see. Open and restore a full-size steam locomotive that's sitting in a dangerous neighborhood. Well, good for you. I hope that works out for you. That'd be pretty cool. So that's that. I'm using the Legacy set. I have a Cab 2, and I also have a TMCC system that I'm actually using for my workbench. I bought it a number of years back, so that way should my Legacy ever have to go in for service, I'd have a backup so I can store in my Legacy engines. Let's see. It's the Mediterranean Big B116. I have no idea what that is. So if you could send me a link or something like that, I'd be curious to know about that one. I'm not familiar with that one, but pretty cool anyway. So I have the Lano Wi-Fi hooked up as well, so I can run the trains with the iPad and all of that stuff. That's pretty neat. I don't really use it that often, but I do have it. I've thought about getting the MTH Wi-Fi as well. I have all the apps. So this is the iCab app right here, and then I also have the LCS one right here. So I have basically a diagram of the layout, and I can go ahead and throw my switches. So I have switches over here that I can throw. Some of these I don't have hooked up yet. Some of these over here, but I basically just wanted my switches. I didn't want to do a whole loop, just because it doesn't really make sense. But that's just how I did it there. So I'm using the command switches. I also have the switch controllers here, which are right down there, right here, these guys. I have all of them hooked up, so that way, if I'm running conventional engines, I also include DCS engines in this as well, because my switches are being thrown on legacy, and when I'm not using the legacy remote, I consider it conventional. It's not conventional, but that's just how I do it. Let's see, have I heard of TNP 610? Yes, I have. That thing is really cool. I third rail main model of that one 2 years ago now, something like that. It sold out really quickly, but it's a gorgeous engine. It's a Texas. It's really cool. Go ahead and come over here now, but not getting caught on my slide. That would help. Okay. So that's basically my panel and my layout in a nutshell. I'm using Fast Track. I have 036 curves on the inner loop and also, well, the outer loop too. The outer loop, though, I saw a thread on the OGR forum that you can actually get 44.5-inch curves and still be on a 4-foot table. I mean, it's right on the edge of the thing, but I mean, I basically have that now in preparation for that. So I have the two curves, this 10-inch straight, and then two more curves to make the circle, to make the semicircle. So that's how I have that set up. Hey, how you doing, Matt? What's going on, buddy? Glad you could join us. I'm just shooting a breeze about my layout, talking about it and all that. So I was just running some trains. I have a U-boat here, then I was running my H10 for a little while. Let's see, here's a link of 610. Alright, cool. I'll go ahead and check that out. Hey Gary, how you doing, man? Hopefully all you guys are doing well, and hopefully Christmas is good for you guys, and hopefully 2020 will be even better for you. But as for me, it's going pretty good so far. Can't really complain yet. But we're only 2 days into it, so who knows. But yeah, that's that for you guys. So if you guys have any other questions or anything like that, just let me know. I'd be very happy to answer them. Sure, probably another question that's going to come up is what am I doing next on the layout, so I'll answer that one. The next thing I'm going to do in my layout, I'm actually going to work on my locomotive yard. I'll go ahead and pull that up, show you what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is over here, I have some switches. I need to replace a couple of these switches. That one where those two F units are, that one's a manual switch, which for now I'm going to leave it. I'm eventually going to replace it with a command unit, but I think for now I'm just going to leave it be. Then the one next to it, right next to the signal bridge, that one's another manual switch. That one I butchered the crap out of the rails on it, trying to remove pins so I could isolate the sections, which, by the way, don't do that. I've struggled with it, and it was a mess. So I wasn't going to bother with that at all. So I butchered the rails, so I just used it as a placeholder for now. But that one will be a command unit. And then over here, I'm going to go ahead and add some stuff in here. So where that curve is next to those F units, that's going to be a rip track that I'm going to then I'm going to have so I can actually move these locomotives on this other side out, which I wouldn't do this again neither. I would do one side of it with an entrance on both sides. I wouldn't bother with that again, but that's that. Do I have a sensor track? Yes, I do. It's right here. Right there. There it is. I don't currently have it up yet. I have the cables and everything. I just have to run it to my, I believe I have the serial 2 open right now to actually put it in. I just have to do it yet. But that'll be happening hopefully soon. It's literally just a matter of me running the cord to the thing, which I just have to do it yet. I probably gotta buy longer cables. I don't think I have a long enough one to make it there, but that's pretty nice. So I don't really use it a whole bunch, but I do have one. I have used it before, but again, I just don't have it hooked up right now. But that's that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do one on this other inner track where these reefers that you're looking at are now. I'm gonna put one. I'm not quite sure where. I'm probably thinking right after my locomotive yard. So if I come up here, up there, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there's 2 10-inch straights between those two. So you guys can't see it. Let me come over there with it. Forgive me as I'm walking around here. See, that's why I wish I had multiple cameras. But right in there, I think I'm going to put a sensor track in there right after the yard there so I can do like the announcements or something like that. Let's see, I just heard you say that you did something with it. Let's use to populate. Train and phone below the crossing signal. That's pretty cool, yeah, I do like that. The other thing I don't like about it, I wish you could have it alternate how many times it does it. Like, not have it do the announcement or whistle every single time. Maybe have it do it like every 10 times around the layout or something like that. Because after a while, having it go around every single time doing the thing is just really annoying. But that's that. I kind of wish you could do that. Unfortunately, you can't. But that's really the other reason why I don't have it hooked up right now. Is just because I don't want to have to deal with that. Listen to that whistle, listen to that announcement every single time. But that's just me on that one. So maybe one of these days we'll see that. I don't know. But I also do like the new deflector that just came out from Lionel. That thing's pretty cool. I don't know the actual dimensions of the thing. Otherwise, I do it in the back. Probably put one per loop, but I don't know what the dimensions are, so I don't want to have to buy it and find out it doesn't fit. Let's see. I have one of those. Okay, it's a 5-inch. I know it's a 5-inch track. I'm wondering what the width of the defect box is. It's the powerhouse lock-on that they just rehashed to throw it in there. I don't know what the width of the unit is, but I have my switches in the back, right back there, that I use for the crossover, and I forget the dimensions, how far I have between the tracks, but I don't know if it'll fit in that space, and I don't want to have to buy it and not figure it out. Let's see. I was hoping to get some Lion Chief Plus sets. What do you recommend? Well, for Lion Chief Plus sets, they don't really have sets per se. They have the newer Lion Chief Plus 2.0. That's the set you'll be able to get. They don't have Lion Chief Plus level sets. They have Lion Chief sets, which are not quite the same. They don't have as many features on them, but they are pretty cool. Any of them are really cool. I'm a New York guy, so I like the New York City stuff, so they have like the LAR M7 set, which is awesome. That set's really pretty cool. But they have all kinds of theme stuff. And let's see, total length is 8 from. Okay. Well, good thing I won't be able to fit it then. Okay. Well, thanks for that, Matt. Okay, I saw a few more go by. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that with the space. Do I have snow? I have a little bit. Let's see, does the George Station announcements work? Let's see. It's just the whistle on the thing, and yes, it does work. I'll go ahead and play it here. So yes, it does work. Um, I'm I need to open it up and actually lubricate the motor in it, but it does work. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Do I have any new locomotives? Not recently. The most recent thing I bought is what you're looking at here, this H10. Um, but that's the most recent thing I have. All right, Chris, you take care. We'll talk to you soon. Do I have any locomotives on order? Not now, although I do want to get the Docksider, the 2.0 Docksider. I do want to get one of those. I'm going to get the Pennsylvania one. I originally was going to get Santa Fe, but I kind of want the Santa Fe Berkshire in 2.0. So we're going to have a look at that one, but I'm going to order the Docksider. I want to order it before it shows up, so I'll probably order it next month. Something like that. That's pretty cool. But after that, I have a locomotive on order, which I'll talk about when it comes in. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll do a video on that one when it shows up. But that's all you're gonna get for now. So don't keep pondering me on that one because you're not gonna get no more than what you already got. So that's that for you. Turn this stuff off. Okay. So, yeah, that's basically all that's been going on. I really haven't been doing much else other than that. Basically, just been running trains and having fun. Thanks, Matt. I'm, you know, the biggest thing I want to do is get those switches in, and then I also want to start working on wiring and signals. I've been talking about it now for years, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I definitely do want to do that. That's my goal for 2020 is to get these switches in, get some signals going in. Then we're going to school. I'm on break now from school, but yes. So that's my goal is to do that. So I need to get. Let's see, how many switches do I need to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more switches. And I got a bunch already now. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Yeah, 7 of them right now. So I gotta get basically double the amount of switches that I have, which that's okay. What I do for my switches, and I don't know if I've ever talked about this one, but I go ahead and run the crossovers as one button on the remote here. So if I pull up the remote, we go into my switches, and because I have a train on the other one, we'll pull up the other switch. Only 1 4. And that's the engine siding. No, it's not. Aha, there we go. And you can't see them because I don't have another camera set up, but I wish I could do multiple cameras, but I have it set up so the crossovers are, you hit one button and they both throw. It doesn't make sense to have, if you have a crossover, you're going to throw the other switch anyway. So I went ahead and just wired it that way. So I also have one manual controller going to both switches. Because again, it doesn't make sense. Why throw one switch when you're going to throw the other one? So that's how I did that. Now it'd be different if I had like a switch, another switch that would go to like a siding of some kind, and then have another switch that would lead into a crossover. Like, let me do it this way. So basically, what I'm getting, if I had those two switches right there where that ace is, those ones were the ones I was just throwing. So I have them set up so they're both the same number and one switch controller. So if I had another switch between those two, then I would wire them separately, because then it technically wouldn't be a crossover anymore. It would be a switch that leads into a siding. So that's why I have it that way. I had an S curve back in here on this inner loop, which I thought about doing that very thing, putting a yard track of some kind of siding in between the two main lines, but I never ended up doing that because I removed the S curve last year, and that was a big help because I was having issues with the 18-inch passenger cars going through the MTH cars. They would jump in the track and all that. I had a CNW E4 Hudson. I brought that in from my uncle's to do the LED conversion for the passenger cars, and that one kept jumping the S curves. I figured, okay, let's get rid of the thing, and I did. Actually, speaking of my uncle, I got another set right here that's ready to go out. This is a MTH New York Central F3 and Lightning Stripe passenger cars ready to go out. So I'll go ahead and give that back to him, and I'll probably grab another one and convert. So I love converting these things to LEDs. I've done basically everything I own as far as buildings is all LED, which is cool. Yeah, the S curves, they look really cool. I'm not gonna lie, but to make them practical, you really need, like, in case of fast track, if you had a 72-inch main loop, I would go 96 for your S curve, because you need that. Going around the circle is different than going around an S curve. S curve puts so much stress on the train, it's not even funny. I mean, like even like a running like a big boy. I don't have one, but even like a big boy on an S curve, it looks stupid because I mean not only do you have the overhang, which that's a completely separate issue, but running an S curve, you gotta be careful with those things, especially with the tethers, like on the MTH Proto 2 engines and things. Those tethers you can pinch a wire very easily by running it through an S curve, and especially if it's too tight an S curve, forget it. It'll bind up and you'll have a mess on your hands. And sometimes that's what happens, and you got to be very careful with that. So I just avoided the headache and got rid of it, and I I really don't miss it at all. Actually, it doubled my locomotive yard, so I'm quite happy about that. So I actually have eight, well, what'll be 9 tracks with this rip track, but the rip track isn't really going to be used for anything. It's basically just going to be for, quick 2-minute storage of an engine and then move it back. I'm not going to store anything on there, because I know if I start using it as a storage section, I would never not use it as a storage section again, if you know what I mean. But that's that. So that's that for you. But like I was saying, back to the LEDs, I've pretty much converted everything I own to LEDs, which is pretty cool. We're just bracing a 1-foot board on one side so you can do a 48. I've thought about it, and I don't really want to expand. I'm kind of pressed for space in this area I am have in the basement, just because of my another fun little thing next to it, which is one of these. Um, and it's hard enough with the space I have over here, so I'm kind of crammed. So no, um, but another layout whenever that comes to be, which it won't be anytime soon. But I'm always thinking of what's going to be the next thing I want to do. Well, the next thing I want to do is definitely do a lot wider curves. I love 72, but I mean, even if I can fit 48 on there, I'd be in. I just saw on the forum that the Legacy Bipolar, which is absolutely gorgeous. I've seen them. They are, oh God, those things are gorgeous. That state set is fantastic. Um, that set, I'd love that set, but I don't A, have the money, and B, I think it would look kind of stupid doing 36. But that's just me. The NTH Milwaukee Road bipolar that they made back in 2000, that thing I've considered. That thing's really pretty cool. Yeah, I saw. I think it was you on the forum that was asking about that, and so yep, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that state set. If I had the money, I would do it. That thing is just so gorgeous. I mean, that's tin plate at its finest right there. Um, let's see. That's good for you, Ray. Yeah, trains are awesome. Let's see what operating accessories do you like to use? I don't currently have any real operating accessories. No, I shouldn't say that. I have two. I have the MTH transfer dock, the one with the operating people, and then I have the MTH Firehouse. Both of those I haven't used in forever. The Firehouse is actually currently sitting in the box right down here, which I got to take a look at that thing. The last time I tried to use it, wasn't working. So I'll probably take a look at that. But that's pretty cool. No real Lionel post-war yet, but I do have some marks. You can see the superstructure of it right here, which is the beacon. Lift it up. There we go. There's the beacon, which I actually can turn it on here. I need to get a beacon, uh, the rotating beacon part, which that's pretty neat, but it's quite bright. I have the Marks Copper Queen set. I have the Marks Gerard station, and then I have a street light, which is pretty neat. So let me come on the other side here so I can read your comments. There we go. Let's see. Do we have any time passenger trains? Not quite sure what you're talking about. If you're talking about passenger trains in general, I do have a few, yes, and I can go into that if you want me to. Let's see, I saw another one pop up. Let's see, do you have many trains? Lights to run your trains in the dark. Yeah, oh yes, I do that all the time. Before I boxed up that Central 20th Century Limited set, I ran that in my subway in the dark, and oh god, that was so cool. I should have done a video on it. Well, I did. Oh, I did one on my Facebook page. I did a quick little clip of those two running, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I do that a lot. That's pretty neat. I do enjoy doing that. Change the angle a little bit. There we are. Yeah. Let's see. Just purchased my first Lionel Legacy logo. That's cool. Yeah, Legacy is fun. This Bluetooth stuff is really, really cool. I like this a whole lot. The UR, which I don't have any Lion Chief stuff, Lion Chief Plus, or 2.0. I want to get some of that stuff, but oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll run this H10, but I'll kind of keep the sound down so that you guys can still hear me talk. Turn off these reefers here. This thing will get a racket just by themselves. There we go. Alright, so if this is too noisy, let me know. Yeah, if it's too noisy, let me know. But the Bluetooth stuff is really cool. This H10 that I'm running right here, this got the Bluetooth feature on it, and it's really cool. Actually, I can show that to you. Here. Let's see. Let me go ahead and hook up the Bluetooth. Let's see. So, in case you guys haven't seen this yet. Oh. Because I don't know if I have smoke fluid in this thing yet. Have you been in a train before? Yes, I have. So here's our app. Here's our train. That's pretty neat. But yeah, it's a neat app. I do like it. I like the fact that you have a really simplistic way of running the train. If you don't want to use the legacy set, which is this remote right here, you can, which is pretty cool. And I like also that the new LC 2.0 stuff you can run off legacy / TMCC, which is pretty cool. That's one thing I wish that you could have done from the beginning, but what can you do? So I'm actually going to shut this H10 off, just so that you guys can hear me talk better. Bring this forward a little bit more. So like your layout, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's see. All right, I got a new video from Gary to watch. That'll be cool. I always enjoy watching this stuff. Let me shut this thing off. So, Ray, if you want to watch, I got a video on this H10. I have a video of just my trains. I got quite a few of them running in there. So if you want a link, let me know, and I can put it on the chat on this, so you can just scroll through my channel and take a look and watch what you like. Because I definitely appreciate it very much. All you guys, I definitely appreciate you guys watching. Oh, good for you, man. If you don't mind, I'd be curious to see how much you paid for those things. Because I'm looking for a set too, and I don't want to spend $1 million on one, which is, you go on eBay, and they're $700. Ouch. It's kind of expensive. But hey, to each his own. I mean, that's not terrible for what they are. I mean, I forget what I paid for these reefers now. I think it was $200, something like that. But actually, I have 2 sets of the Santa Fe's. My dad got me a set for Christmas 3 years ago, something like that. Well, that's nice that they're new. I hate when you buy something used and it's like 4 times what the price was. It's like, that's not fair. It's like just like the Visionline big boys that are on there now on eBay. They're $3,000 for one. I mean, yeah, it was a gimmick to begin with the price, but when you see it for $3,000, it's like, I hate to be the person who bought it for that much, because I mean, of course they probably either don't know or don't care. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider it. When I look at the thing, it's like, oh, ethanol tank cars come up. I look at the price when it's $600-700. I'm like, they can keep it. I don't want that. If I'm gonna spend, I'd go maybe 5 is probably the most I would go, but no more than that. I mean, even 5 is pushing the envelope for me. But yeah. And I hope when they redo them, I hope if they're 200 or 300, well, I think they were 270 retail first go around. So I mean, if they're 300, I'd go for a set or 2. I mean, definitely one. Probably if they make multiple colors, I'd probably go 2 of them. Because if they reran the tank cars like they did with the oil train that just came out, that one's pretty cool. If they reran those cars with multiple colors, I'd do them. If they did 3 colors, I'd buy all 3 sets. I love these Visionline cars. They're fantastic. The sounds in them, the announcements on them are really pretty cool. If you guys want to hear them, I could fire them up real quick. But they're amazing cars. I like them a lot. And then I actually have, like I said, I got the Santa Fe's. I have 7 on there now. The other one's the TCA special car. That's cool, man. I'll be curious to check that one out. I hear they don't have the sleep mode feature on them. That's a pretty neat feature. I like that one, but I'm not sure why they don't. But it's pretty cool nonetheless. Yeah, but I got the 7 Santa Fe's and 3 of the PFEs. I thought about buying another set of the new PFEs just so I can have 6 of those. I don't really care; they're the same number. And I found the original PFEs from 14, and they're $400, which that's not terrible. So I may consider it. I don't know. Um, we'll look into that if I feel the need to. But these reefers, they're really cool, but they're also very hard to find. The standard O Santa Fe's, which Lionel I believe has made, counting these, I think they made 13 of them. That's pretty cool, but they're hard to find and kind of expensive. Let's see. I guess the sleep mode feature is not on the. Okay. I don't know if these are the new ones supposed to be tier 4s, tier 4 admission standards. I know they're the same tooling they've been using since the hybrid came out. I don't know if the new ones don't have the sleep mode in it or what. I don't know. If you know, let me know. But my uncle, he's got the ST70 ACE, the Kansas City Southern, or well, it's my grandfather's. He's got that one. Let's see, do they have a Polar Express train in the train version you have? Yes, Lionel's made a bunch of Polar Express sets. They've made a bunch in conventional, some in command. They've made legacy sets. They're making a 2.0 version. They made some Lion Chief ones. They just made the 15th anniversary set, which is gorgeous. I've seen it in videos and stuff. It's pretty cool. So yes, let's see. Never tried live YT. Basically, with live YT, what you do, if you have a phone like what I'm recording off of now, you basically just upload the. You basically just click the live button on the YouTube upload button on the upload page there. It's pretty easy. You can go online; it'll help you through it. Nice video. Thank you. That's the one where I ran the Subway and I ran the 50s 20th Century Limited. So that one's a pretty neat video. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, Gary, I can help you through if you want to. You can email me and I can help you with it. It's pretty cool. Actually, I'm thinking about this now as I'm just looking at it now. I do have an engine newer than this H10. Well, newer to me than this H10. I have the Lionel Dale Earnhardt Jr. freight set. Thanks, Curtis. Yeah, there's this. It's right next to the Copper Queen. This set, I got this over the summer. It's pretty cool. I haven't really ran it in a couple months, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. I got a bunch of semi-scale freight cars that I've had that I've run with that, so that's pretty cool of me. Go ahead and change our view a little bit. Let's put this down a little bit there. Let's see, I should get the Polar Express once Christmas. I should, and I've thought about it. I just don't know if I want to spend the money on one, just because it would be for Christmas time, and I'm not really I mean, I like the whole Christmas train idea thing. Like my aunt, she has the Keene Pacific Holiday Train from MTH. That set is absolutely gorgeous. I've posted pictures of that on my Facebook page as well. When I went to see it, I actually just went to her house over the weekend, so that was pretty cool. But I posted pictures of that. That's on my Facebook page as well. So, but as far as the Polar Express goes, I've thought about it. I do like the new one with the white roofs on it. That one's pretty cool. So, yeah, that one is pretty neat. I do have to say, and my phone is getting ready to die. So let's see. Let me see if we can do this. I'll go ahead and move it over to my workbench. Forgive me, it's a little bit of a mess over here. I'm working on cleaning things up over here. That way I can charge my phone and keep talking to you guys. Get this pair of wire which I need to get a longer cable anyhow. So let's see. Have you seen the movie? Absolutely, I have. Make sure we're charging here. Why do I know we should be? Alexa, turn on the USB ports.
Sorry, I don't know.
Alexa, turn on the USB ports.
Okay.
Okay. All right, there we go. Now we're charging. Got to keep the thing charged now. All right. Maybe. There we go. Yes. All right. Let's see. Do I like the movie? Absolutely, I do. It's a great one on me. I have to hold the camera here. Here we go. All right. Yeah, it's a good movie. I also just watched recently the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. That one was a really good movie. Actually, I watched it twice, basically once right after the other. It was a really good movie. That one was pretty cool. But as far as other train movies, Unstoppable, that one's a good one. I can't really think of any others off the top of my head to tell you the truth. But other train movies, I can't really think of any. But that's it's pretty cool. I think that just might do it for us then. If you guys have any other questions or anything, just let me know, and you can message me on this email. Put my email in the description of every video. So if you want to email me, let me know, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions and all of that. But look forward to a nice 2020. Like I said, I'll be getting some stuff in, and that'll be pretty cool. So, but until the next one, guys, you take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.